Peeps, what's up? It's your boy Mark here, another Life Hack 101. Today's Life Hack, I want to talk about what it means to actually be an old soul. I know you guys hear this a lot. I know you see it a lot, and everybody says, oh, my soul is so old. I'm an old soul. I've been here before. Well, let me explain to you guys what those people actually mean. What they mean is inside of them, innately, instinctually, they feel like they remember this place, like they were been here before, like some trials or tribulations or things that they faced, they have done before. So at a young age, majority of these people that declare themselves as young souls, as they grow up or understand that they have been here before or reincarnated here before, understand that while they're growing up, they're seeing the world in a different light. They're not new to the world. They aren't seeing it as something that's a new experience and they've never experienced before. So they're not all lackluster and just jolly to go out and experience life, because they understand that every experience is for the betterment and progression of the soul. So you don't have to relearn something if you already did it before. But some people come here, they reincarnate here for reasons that are either something that we have to gain or something that we choose to come back to help others or to help accelerate the growth of a consciousness. So when you hear people say that, that's just them remembering who they truly are. That's them having a connection with their inside self and the spiritual self that's giving them knowledge of something that they have never experienced before this lifetime, but they know about the experience. They understand life and how to live it, and they understand the oneness of the world. This is not very often, you don't come across that with new souls. And when I say new souls, let's think about it in forms of energy. They say energy cannot be created or destroyed, only changed. So just like for example, your family tree, you have the two great grandparents, and then they have kids, and then their kids have kids, and they have kids, until the top is only two, but then at the bottom you see a whole line from like here to here, right? So think about that as spirits and souls. So let's say the all is up here, the all, the one, the everything. When you go into sacred geometry, you see that when consciousness decided to view itself, because to better understand self, you have to view yourself. So the all, the one, everything that's in everything, split into two, which split into four, which moves just like our when a fetus is inside the body, and it's, well, before it actually becomes a fetus, when it's still cells just multiplying into becoming that from the egg and the sperm, you see the sacred geometry, you see the flower of life, the egg of life, and you see how creation begins. And as alchemists or anybody that studies those type of esoteric understandings, the best axiom that we use to understand anything is as above, so below, because you can view and understand micro just by looking at macro, and vice versa. You can understand macro by looking at micro. So this is what I mean when I say old souls, meaning that we were not freshly split from a different energy field or energy source or source of spirit in that realm or frequency, because some come back and recycle. We don't have to split in a sense. We don't have to change ourselves or split into two or split into another extension of ourselves, just like you would if you had kids. That's the extensions of yourself. That's you in the flesh. Again, that's why when I know personally, when I had my daughter, I felt myself leave myself. I felt a piece of me leave, and as the time passed and the weeks passed, I personally called it when it happened. I told my daughter's mom, I said, as soon as it happened, I was like, you're pregnant, because I've never felt this before. I've never felt like I felt something go out of me and not return back to me. So I knew at that point that that's what that was. And I just knew, because instinctually, that was the only thing that made sense to me. And then come to find out, my baby girl was actually conceived that day. So when people talk about energies, they talk about souls, they talk about a soul tribe or where they're from. That's what they're meaning. Yes, we have past lives and, past life regressions, and a lot of people only remember the ones that they are connected to the most, that have the most impact here, because that's the most potent, if that makes any sense. That's the most powerful sense of spirit that was incarnated here on earth. So when we were going through our trials and tribulation, and the other lives that we had that was just showing us more progression towards that, it's like forks and timelines. Like, this is the most important part that happened in this timeline, but it's also lives in times before that happened. But still, the most important and the most prominent is the times that we slightly remember more than the others. But it doesn't mean that we don't embody those those memories. We don't embody those experiences still, because we do. And with that understanding, then you can understand people when they say, hi, I'm an old soul. Like myself, I know I'm a very old soul, because the things that I talk about, the things that I feel, the things that I understand, I did not read these things. And this is what I try to get people to understand. I read books because I'm reading things I already understand. So that's what frustrates me so much when I'm reading, because I'm reading knowledge that is the same, just different, just worded differently. But I'm trying to find more. I'm trying to dig deeper. And when you're old, so it's kind of hard, because it's just what it is. But that's my life hack today, man. I just want to let you guys know that when you talk about being an old soul, it's just really about your feelings. It's about how you feel and what you understand inside and spiritually. Without that, we would not be able to move forward. We have leaders, we have guides here. There are physical beings that guide consciousness along the way, and they reincarnate time and time again to come and to help the human consciousness rise and rise back. And we fall, and then we rise back, and then we fall again, and we rise back. It's cycles of life, and it's for the people who need it, and it's for the souls that need it, and the new souls that are experiencing an experience that they never experienced before. So with that, you have teachers, you have students all at the same time, and they're all learning on different levels of their own unique experience. So just keep that in mind when you have someone says they're old soul, or if you don't feel like you're an old soul, it's okay. You don't have to be an old soul. You can be a fresh new soul experiencing life. Great. Keep that in mind, because it's an experience. Everything that we do is an experience, and life is worth living, and you have to live and experience it to gain wisdom. So just keep growing, keep learning, keep living, keep loving. Life is a blessing, man. Flame.